Woo! Hey, good morning, everybody. This is John Phillips. It's Tuesday, the 18th of October. The phone has been ringing off the hook this morning. My first call is right here on my circle. Guy called me up and said that he got a really high water bill. Hey guys, I'm back. I gotta tell you, these fucking GoPros are temperamental little motherfuckers. Sometimes they're cold, sometimes they're too hot. Sometimes it shows a fucking full battery and then 2 seconds later, you know, it shuts off because the battery's not full. Takes a little, you know, not easy to hang around with, you know? That's all I'm saying. But anyways, so this guy down the street called me. He got a real high water bill. I guess the county came out and did a test, and they said that the leak is between his between the meter and the shutoff on the house. I need to confirm that. Sometimes the valve at the house is not good, so you know, when they think it's isolated, it's not. So I just need to go down there, maybe try to find it. But he's funny. He's trying to tell me that, you know, something about a fox pissing out in his driveway, and he thinks that's where it is. And I don't know, I've been doing this a long time. I don't know, I've never heard of a fox, you know, providing leak detection or causing a leak on a water service. But hey, if that's the spot, that's the spot. So I'm gonna head down there and see what we can get into today. I got another guy call me. He had his shower re-tiled, but now water's coming out of the he's got a recessed shower. There is no shower pan. It's not a shower base unit. I think he said his house was repiped with PEX overhead. That this house had copper in it when it was built. And I've done a lot of work for this guy, but I don't know. He said he tested it and the connections look good on the shower valve. He cut the wall open, but you need to really pull that the shower arm off, and stick a test nipple in there and turn the valve on and see if that valve is leaking when it's in the on position, either from the bottom or the top. You know, unfortunately, a lot of guys way back, they were using galvanized plugs to plug what would have been a tub spout, and I don't think that's the case here. This house was built, I think, in like 97, 98 when I went into business. But we'll go over there and take a look at it. If it's got something to do with the tile or the drain, that's going to be a tile job. I asked him if the tile guy tiled right over the tile that was in the shower, and he said no, because sometimes they put these extended drains on and they just tile over what's there, and it's possible that you could get water, you know, running through between the two tiles and out into the garage. So I really don't know. I have to go look at it, but that's my plan. It's earlier than I'd like. Oh, actually it's late. I got to get the hell out of here. It's 10 o'clock, man. 10 to 2 plumbing. 10 to 2 plumbing is in motion. Thank God this guy's only a minute away from my house, and it's 9:59, so we're gonna be good. I want to show you all the debris. I know the S is silent. Critics out there. I did some trash picking the other day. Ooh, that's a nice piece of metal flashing. Big. Might have to grab that if it's still there. But anyways, did some trash picking the other day. I found a nice bike pump with a gauge on it. really expensive one, man, and there's nothing wrong with it. But yeah, look at this place. It looks like a disaster area, man. This guy's roof is shot. He's got my buddy Crisp Plumbing over there. I sold one of my old trucks to Crisp Plumbing. 99 F350 with a 11-foot utility body on it. $5 grand. Fuck, I gave it away. Alright, so here we are. I made it. I'm on time. It's 10 o'clock, man. The punctual plumber. I'm looking for Bobcat scat. I didn't see any. So let's see what this thing offers. Good man. How are you, my friend?
Pretty good.
Been better?
Good. I'm not so pretty, but...
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's happening to me, too. I used to be a handsome guy.
Really?
Oh, yeah, man.
Who'd have guessed it?
Who'd have guessed? Who'd have thunk it? What's this?
That's where they downloaded the Bobcat. They parked it in here and they downloaded it. And they drove through there and went out and back and did their thing. They hauled all the tree stuff out.
Oh, okay. So where's the leak on the water service? Oh, when you said Bobcat, I thought you meant a Bobcat.
Oh, no.
That was my joke.
No.
We're talking about a Bobcat machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Now I'm on the same page. I'm a little slow.
The water line comes right up along the house here somewhere.
Right? Where's your shutoff valve? Underground, probably, right? Goes around the back of the house.
Yeah.
You got lots of trees. Ugh. So, what's the deal? All right, so you got you got 3 main shutoffs. This is the one that goes to the house, the one with the 288A on it.
Right.
And then where do these 2 go?
They come out of the house and go around to the other bathroom over there.
Okay. So they were the house has been repiped.
Yeah.
Okay,
There's nothing under the house anymore.
Okay.
It's all inside.
And there was no water coming out of this, because sometimes these 288As, they especially because they worked on you know, that water meter, they would have had to turn the water off, which meant this would have opened. But let's
And that faucet there needs addressing too.
This one, I'll just put a new one on there for you. It's leaking?
Well, I don't know.
They put a cap on it?
No, it was hooked up to the what? A green hose that you're sipping on.
Okay. Oh, it's broke. The hose. All right. I'll put a new valve on that. You got a hunch? Let's go see.
No, I got a hunch that when the workers were here cleaning up the yard and stuff, that they forced it and busted that knob.
Who did that for you? Coco?
No.
You had to get another company?
Yeah, I'm using Fred Lewis Landscaping.
Oh, okay.
Coco was just cutting the grass too short, and he wouldn't
adjust it.
He wouldn't adjust it.
Okay.
So that water line comes along the house here somewhere.
Yep. You got lots of roots. Yeah. And I don't know if you have galvanized under this. When was this house built?
57.
Yeah. How's the water pressure in the house?
Good.
When you turn it on, does it come out fast and then slow down a little bit?
It Haven't noticed any difference.
All right, well, maybe you already have a new water service, but I'll tell you what, this is not, all these trees are not looking good, especially for me. Where's that meter? Wasn't it out here somewhere? Oh, okay. What was your water bill?
Haven't got it yet. That's why they notified me that.
And they actually came out here and turned your water off?
No.
Because it's usually a toilet or something, not a... Oh yeah. That little dial's spinning.
Yeah. This is, see all the dirt here?
Yeah.
That whole thing was covered up. Even that was,
With water?
The lid was down there.
Yeah.
So I scraped that off. And even that thing was covered with mud.
Well, they don't, because they use these now. Everything's checked through Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I understand that. But I'm wondering why should it all be covered with mud?
Because of rain and everything else that happens. All right, let me, hey, let me turn this one valve off back here and see if that thing stops. This is gonna suck. Fucking shell driveway, roots everywhere. All right, so there's a fucking drip right there on the valve. It's a packing nut, but boy, you got a big pile of stuff out here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah? So I've got this valve off and it's still spinning. I mean, the fact that they worked on this not long ago and now you got a leak under the ground.
Any work they did was
No, I understand, but if they disconnected this meter for some reason,
I think it's a new meter.
yeah, a new meter and
New box and everything.
yeah, that's not a new box, is it?
Well,
That thing's old as can be.
The one that was there before was just sunk down. There was no concrete around it.
Yeah, I think this is the original box because you can't even open the lid. All right, I'm gonna do a little. That's a pretty good leak. Let me go shut these other valves off. All right, so I've got all three of those valves shut off back there. Take another look, see if this dial's still spinning. Yep, there's no doubt you've got a leak between the meter and the house. Alright, so I'm just gonna dig up in front of the meter real quick and see. gonna bore you. I'm gonna turn it off. All right, guys, so I've been here for 6 hours already digging this hole. I've got the homeowner. He's my audience. Charged him $5 if he's watching. They call that helicoptering.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when you're standing over somebody's shoulder.
Just pretend I'm not here.
Okay. I like this guy. He's a great neighbor. This does not appear. You can see this has been repaired more than a few times. This does not appear like this is where it's leaking, but it does give me an idea what direction the pipe is going. And it's funny because right in line with it, I saw a little section that looked wet compared to the rest right here, and I dug it up a little bit. But my feeling is, if this pine tree, which a lot of them toppled over, if this pine tree moved a couple inches in this storm, it's very possible it cracked that PVC water line. It's a pretty good leak. That meter's spinning pretty good. So I'm gonna dig that little spot up and see if I got water there. But other than that, he's gonna have to call a leak detection company. Either that or just put a new water service in. It should be pretty easy. Costly, but easy. But you can see that meter just spinning. That's a pretty good leak. But there's nothing dripping. I use this little water bottle. You buy them at Harbor Freight. It's a great little tool for cleaning pipes and shit off, you know, or putting fires out in houses if you are so unlucky as to start a house on fire. So I'm gonna dig this spot up. Gonna get my probe rod first. The other thing is, this is showing PVC here. This could be a patch, you know, they could be galvanized on the rest of the water service. I don't know how far this PVC goes, and I'm sure as hell not gonna dig up a 100-foot ditch to find out. So let me get my probe rod. I'll look around, see if I can find something. All right, guys, so I've been here for an hour. I dug this meter up. I made sure even as bad as they look, they're not leaking. The discharge of the meter is tight. We can see that this water line is headed a little to the left there from where the service is on the outside. But I will tell you that this house started out on a well. So what happened was, this was built in the 50s. I'll show you where the well is. It could be that was cross-connected, but trying to start digging where I know there are going to be connections. So I dug up the service where it comes in the house. That's copper buried under the ground. This is the service coming in with a Watts 288A on it. It wasn't leaking. The meter's still spinning. I'm thinking that came over here, straight out here, and connected to that well, unless that... Yeah, I'm gonna dig around here, but it could be that there's a connection. I can't imagine they ran copper in the 70s. Maybe they did. Maybe they ran copper all the way out, you know, a copper water service. But I can't. I could stay here all day digging up this gopher hole in this yard. I need to call Sleuth. They do leak detection, and what they'll do is they'll pressurize this system and they'll find the leak, and then I can come and repair it, or we can just put a new water service in. I'm gonna ask the homeowner what he wants to do. Hey Norm. Sleuth is pretty expensive, about 400 bucks for them to come out and pinpoint this leak.
You gotta do it.
Okay, the other option is to put a whole new water service in, but it's going to be more than 400 bucks.
No, we may have to do that anyway.
Correct. So what I'm saying is maybe we just avoid Sleuth.
Oh, okay. Save the 400.
Yeah, why spend it for them to say, yeah, there's your leak, but now you're going to put a new, if it's copper, if they ran, which it very well could be. I mean, I've changed out a lot of copper water services. You know, if this was done in the 70s, early 70s, it's possible they ran, you know,
Yeah.
2 rolls of copper out there. They come in 60-foot rolls, and there could be a joint 60 feet from there, but it's already been replaced once with the PVC. So it's up to you. I can get you a price on a water service, and you know, it's not going to be cheap, but at least you'll know you have a run of 1 inch. You know,
we got to do it.
yeah, because you're paying for water now.
Yeah.
All right, let me get you a price together, see how much it costs to rent walk behind back. We got to get this place located. We got to call 811, and they'll come out and spray everything, you know, where the underground utilities are. Luckily most of the stuff's up in the overhead. The only thing we need to worry about is this stuff. Your power comes in overhead, but all of this other stuff, your phone and everything, is underground, and we don't want to cut all of that.
Yeah.
So
Do I have to make a call?
811, and just tell them, you know, you had some tree damage out here, your water service is leaking, and I need to put some white paint on where we need where we need them to locate.
Okay.
All right, I'll get you a price on re-water piping this. I mean, new water service. All right, guys, so it's about noon time. I got here at 10 o'clock, and I did a lot of digging, and I can't find the leak. I'm not sure. I dug up in the back. It's copper. I'm not sure how long this PVC is. Maybe they only replaced 10 feet, 3 feet, 5 feet, who knows. But I'm not, this water service is 120 feet long. We had a couple options. One option was to just put a new water service in and be done with it. The problem is there's a lot of trees. These roots go a long way. You know, renting a 4-inch ditch witch on tracks is about 400 bucks delivered. But we got to go through all these roots. Not only that, is we got fiber optic cable in here, telephone lines, Comcast cable. Just, you know, digging ditches in these old neighborhoods is not fun. You're taking a big risk. If you chop a fiber optic line, you're in big trouble. You need to call 811 down here, and they come out and locate it, but that's a big issue. It's a problem. So option B was to call Sleuth, which is a leak detection company, and what they'll be able to do is put a transmitter on this water line, and they'll be able to trace it. So they'll mark the whole thing out where the water service runs, and then what they usually do is they'll inject, somehow they'll get nitrogen at a higher pressure into the system, and they'll be able to locate the leak, and that's what we've decided to do. New 120-foot water service is going to be real expensive. This guy, we're going to get this done, the leak detection's $350. So that was the best route. And then I'm not out here digging ditches. I'm kind of over digging ditches in my career. This is way more than I want to dig, actually. But we'll get them tightened up. They're not coming out until The leak guy's coming Thursday, and let me tie this up. The name of the game in business is cover your ass. So I've got an open hole here. I've got it taped off. You know, nosy neighbors end up in here falling in the fucking hole and breaking their ankle and then try to sue you for it, or the homeowner. So that's just covering my ass and the homeowners, and it's video documented. So that's the deal. I'll try to get the continuation on this on Thursday when the guy shows up. Luckily it's just on my street, and I just don't like looking for leaks, man. It's not my thing. I just don't enjoy it. I'm doing it for this guy because he's a great neighbor. He actually has leukemia. He has chronic leukemia. He's had it for 20-25 years. He was a big part of my support system and still is. He understands what's going on with that, and very helpful to me when I first got diagnosed. And yeah, I wouldn't have been doing this for too many other people. So anyways, have a great day. I hope you learned something on this video. It's just every day's different. That's what I like about this job. Always someplace different. Working outside. Now I'm gonna go have some lunch, and you know, I'm not pushing paper in an office somewhere. If you're thinking about being a plumber, there's a lot of freedom in it. A lot of you know, it's a cool job. Sometimes it gets tough though.